So I'm seeing if I can do this because at noon, we're in an opportunity zone, folks. At noon, I'm going to do this over there. And I wanted to see TikTok would turn you off and give you a warning if you did this. So we're just doing a test. We're going to listen to a little music. So there's old shit like this all over America. This is an opportunity zone. It's a spectacular place for a zombie apocalypse. Where do you see this? So this is going to be a short live. I'm just testing to see if I can drive and go live at the same time. But anyways, it's in the township and it's commercial, and we looked it up, and you can't raise animals here because it's too close to the residential. But this would make a wonderful place to raise out lambs, or have a zombie apocalypse, or these things are all over America, people. Malls, old industrial shit that was abandoned, has no roof. But for animals, it would actually be really, you could clean this up in a weekend. You come in here with a bobcat with a big brush on it. This would be like a big barn. You could do something to either put awnings or slant the roof. Frankly, or just leave it open. Now, I calculated you could raise about 1,000 lambs here, but it's too close to the residential areas. So, but this is just a test run for noon. If you look, I just posted a note of the 4 things that we need. That's nice work. Yeah, people, this is an opportunity zone. This is what they look like. They're absolute shitholes. If I suddenly go off and the camera falls, you'll know that I was hit over the head. Yep. There's malls like this, like all over the country. There's actually one group in New Jersey that buys like the shittiest of the shitty shopping malls. And I know you're wondering, like this is your investment thesis? Come on, people, you gotta have a little sense of humor. Hello? Zombies? Hello? If you've never done it, you should. There's a thing called the Ruins of Detroit or something like that. I have a little bit of a fetish for like completely discombobulated America. I don't know. I come in here and I'm like, wow, look at all the things you could do here. But it's 400,000. Can't use it for sheep though. I mean, you could have. It'd be ideal. You could have feeding alleys, and it'd just be easy. But no, at noon we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to. I want to show you next door. I want to show you what America really looks like. The underbelly of America. I didn't even know this existed in the town that I grew up in. Right over there. You won't even believe that it's America. Anyways, this town that I grew up in was like coal miners and dairy farmers. It's now become a big drug hub, believe it or not. Mainly opium. What always gets me about these places is like, who was the last guy that like I'm sure that they've torn through this. The tweakers have torn through this to get the copper. Yeah, that's what they always do. Tweakers are drug users. Oh, by the way, the copper, like 80% of the copper is dissolved by sulfur that comes from refining oil, and it all comes out of the Persian Gulf. So the copper industry is even more fucked than it was a month ago. Opportunity zones. Can you see all the opportunity here? Come on, people. You gotta have a sense of humor. You could raise ducks here. Look, there's cattails. Yep. Anyways, go look at my note about they're installing the new Beast system, the new Beast banking system. Anybody need a wheelbarrow? We're going to need the states, the US states are going to need their own financial system. I put up 4 ideas for that. At first, you're going to be like, what is he talking about? Okay, let's just do Texas. At noon, we'll make an announcement. I mean, this would be so nice. You could just move grain and hay out of through here. It's all set up for big trucking and stuff, but it's not going to happen. Anyways, I think it's 50-50 that the states will need their own currencies. And states like Texas and Wyoming and even Pennsylvania with all our coal and gas, let's do a good old-fashioned tailgate. Over there is what we're going to do at noon. You won't look at our country club. That's our county courthouse. It's nice, isn't it? I forget what order I put them in, but there's going to be a showdown between both liberal and both blue and red states are going to rebel against the new Beast system, which runs on blockchain. And for those of you who are paid subscribers, I just explained to you with a nice Manus report that the banking system worldwide is going to run on Ethereum. Banking system worldwide is going to run on Ethereum. I don't think there's 1,000 people in the world that understand this. So the states are going to want to have their own currency. The states are going to want to have, and they're not allowed to do that constitutionally, but they could make a form of barter with energy. Texas could make its own currency tomorrow. You just make a barrel of oil equivalent or some version of that. Wyoming could do it. Pennsylvania could do it. Most of the Midwest has a lot of oil and gas. Most of America has a lot of energy. So I just listened to Sheikh Imran Hussein this morning. He said what they're doing is they're going to blow up all the fucking oil and gas in the Middle East. All of it. All of it is going to be put out of business. Run oil to $250 a barrel. And, we hate to give the orange man credit, but this is the big new national strategy, right? Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. We don't want to give away everything for nooner. But the states will probably start thinking about their own currencies backed by probably energy. You could see something crazy like Iowa makes a currency backed by corn. It's not a bad idea. It's really not. In other words, the more inflationary that it gets, will the corn go up or down? It'll go up. So, create their own banking systems like Bank of North Dakota. There's only one state-owned, state-operated bank in the union, and that's in North Dakota. What else? I don't know. I'll review what I posted in my notes, and we'll do it again at noon. But this is an opportunity zone, people. 16% of America looks like this. Did a good job with my visual effects last night with David Bowie. Let's see if we can use our fan to make some sort of cool looking video, like it's MTV in the 1980s. The hip hop dancers are going to jump out any minute. All right, I'll see you at noon.